What's poppin', everybody? It's your boy Jish back again on another London Lumberjacks relocation franchise video. It is the award show. That also means that the next video you will be watching other than this one will be the Super Bowl. Let's go! We are unfortunately playing the Chiefs. They like to win the Super Bowl every year, so we're gonna stop that. This video is just about awards from the season. We're gonna see how many Lumberjacks took home the gold and see how many Lumberjacks were snubbed from the gold. Who knows? We're gonna look through all of it. We are going to see who won the award, and I'm gonna break down their season stats. So if you don't like stats, I'm sorry, click off the video. But if you do, make sure to hit that like button down there. Make sure to hit the subscribe button if you enjoy all of the videos. My two series are coming to an end really quickly. It'll be a bittersweet ending to all of them, but I appreciate everybody who has tuned in so far. I've gained so many supporters through this, and I appreciate each and every one of you. And also, so you don't miss the Super Bowl video and don't miss any future videos, make sure to hit that bell notification. Make it go ding 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 so you never miss when your boy Jish uploads. The main award of the season is the league MVP, and of course Mr. Interception himself, Chef Cooks-Goodman, takes the W. Let's go, brings home the trophy. Right behind him is Lamar Jackson of the St. Louis Nighthawks. Right behind him is Joe Burrow, Joe Shiesty, Joe Brr for the Bengals. And number 4 is Patty Mahomes. I'm pretty sure he was in second, but I could be wrong. Let's see the stats, see why he deserved to be MVP. Let me know in the comments below if he is worthy of the MVP or if he's not. And for the season, the quarterback out of Missouri State, he's not a rookie. He was a rookie last year. But his sophomore season, he threw for over 5,000 yards. 5,011 to be exact. And yes, this big number right over here, 31 interceptions, that is quite a bit. But that is alright. He single-handedly led the team to 17-0. Yes, the defense helped out a lot. But I believe if it wasn't for his playmaking skills, he wouldn't have won the MVP and they wouldn't have gone as far as they have gone. He's been a real legend killer for sure. For his 457 passing attempts, he only had 259 completions, which is a 56% completion rating, but that is okay. His longest throw of the year was an 84-yard passing touchdown. I'm not sure to who. I figured it out who it was. It was actually our running back Blake Corum, but we'll get into more to him in a minute. His yards per game, his average per attempt is 11 yards. And of course he got sacked 34 times. That is always great. And his yards per game is almost 300 yards per game. That is a killer right there. Let me know down there if you think he deserved the MVP or was Lamar Jackson snubbed. Or we could just take a look at his stats right now. So Lamar Jackson only threw for 3,400 passing yards. Compare that to over 5,000. That category, no. Chef Cooks-Goodman wins. Chef Cooks-Goodman threw way more pass attempts than Lamar Jackson did. Yes, he had a better completion rating, and only 6 interceptions. That is way less than. For that category, Lamar Jackson just blows us out of the water. There's no comparison. Chef Cooks-Goodman was clearly the front runner of the MVP. And of course, the coach of the year is Ron Rivera because we go 17-0. There's not many stats that I can show you about that, but we went 17-0. The NFC awards, the offensive player of the year is Chef Cooks-Goodman as well. We've already went through all of his stats. Right behind him, surprisingly, is Amon-Ra St. Brown, is a wide receiver. That's pretty crazy to think about, actually. We're actually gonna go look at his stats real quick because I'm curious. Alright, so Amon-Ra St. Brown had 1,288 receiving yards. He had 87 receptions, which is pretty great. He had 19 touchdowns. What's that compared to Zay Flowers, I wonder? So Zay Flowers had 1,216 yards and he had 1,288. So he didn't get that many more, but he got enough to be above him in the offensive player of the year. Look at that. Darnell. And after I give out the actual awards, I will be giving out my personal awards for the season. It'll be one offensive player and it'll be one defensive player that I think broke out and helped us win a lot this year. the defensive player of the year, of course, Mr. TJ Watt, that we traded for, I think, week 5 or 6. And he's been a menace ever since coming to London. It was really close race. We had a lot of Lumberjacks on this list. Tyson Campbell was close to the defensive player of the year. He got a lot of interceptions down the stretch, and I'm surprised he wasn't farther up there. Now, Micah Parsons did get a lot of sacks, but not enough to pass up TJ Watt. Also, the surprising Jonathan Allen. He was the original Commanders when I took over the franchise and moved them to London. So that is crazy. That is awesome to see one of the original members of the team breaking out. Alright, TJ Watt had 43 solo tackles, 20 assist tackles. So altogether a 63 tackle season, and 33 of them were tackles for loss. He had 18.5 sacks. Somehow Max Crosby, if he was in the NFC, he would have destroyed TJ Watt. Dude got 26 sacks. He set the single season sack record. So this TJ Watt is the actual TJ Watt in real life, got 22. So my TJ Watt didn't even get on the board. So Micah Parsons had more sacks than TJ Watt. But TJ Watt won the award. Hey, I don't know, let me know in the comments if that was a WL or an N for neutral and you don't care. So we're looking at the I don't know what we're looking at. So yeah, Max Crosby definitely won defensive player of the year. There was not even close. I don't even have to look at all these stats. He is the clear winner. There's no one beating him. That is very, very crazy. Back to the awards for the NFC side. The offensive rookie of the year goes to our running back Blake Corum. I personally thought Marvin Harrison Jr. was going to win it because he had a great game down the stretch, but I guess it went to Blake Corum, so that's always good. It still counts towards the Lumberjacks. I just believe Marvin Harrison had a better stretch down the season, but Blake Corum did have a great season for us, so there's no complaints at either position. So whoever was going to get it was going to get it. I just felt Marvin Harrison Jr. deserved it. So rushing, Blake Corum did not even get 1,000 yards rushing. Chef Cooks-Goodman had more rushing yards than Blake Corum. So that is also another reason why Chef Cooks-Goodman won MVP. He was balling out for us. For a rookie, that is pretty impressive. He had 14 touchdowns on the year. Chef Cooks-Goodman had 17. Enough about him. We know he won MVP clear as day now. And his longest running touchdown was an 81-yard touchdown. And I'm pretty sure that became like the last few games of the season. So yeah, he might have won no matter what. And Marvin Harrison had exactly 1,000 receiving yards. That is impressive. That should have just won him the rookie of the year right there. He got 8 touchdowns. That may be why he didn't get a lot of touchdowns. He did have a 73-yard touchdown, but I don't know. I can't really compare a running back and a wide receiver because they're two totally different positions. But they really had a close time. And Darnell, poor Darnell. By the time you see this episode, you know what happened to Darnell. Couldn't keep his touchdown streak going, but that's all right. I promised I'm gonna get him a touchdown in the Super Bowl, and I will fulfill that promise. The best wide receiver is Amon-Ra St. Brown. Zay Flowers almost got it, but I can see why Amon-Ra St. Brown. He came second in Offensive Player of the Year, so it really makes sense. Zay Flowers did have a huge season. Dude was balling out, but he just couldn't get the title. Marvin Harrison Jr. and CeeDee Lamb did not make even the top 10, so that's kind of weird, but you know, it is what it is. The best offensive linemen, 3 of our offensive linemen are in the top 5, but none of ours could win it. Zach Martin did win it from the Tokyo Tigers, which are the Dallas Cowboys. We know who's going to win the Super Bowl, and we know who put the Tigers out of the playoffs. And also, back-to-back awards. Defensive lineman is Micah Parsons. Right behind him is the surprise Jonathan Allen, like I said earlier. But, once again, who's in the Super Bowl and who went home last week? The best linebacker, of course, is Mr. Shark himself, TJ Watt. Not the best defensive player in the league, but in the NFC for sure. Coming in at number 10, top 10 right there, Mr. Josh Allen. Dude was breaking out for us, had an amazing year. Dude was balling out for sure. The best defensive back in the game, of course, goes to Tyson Campbell. If you watch the last 4 videos, I believe he got about 5 or 6 interceptions in 4 games. Dude was balling out as well. Stephon Gilmore came in second, which is not surprising because he loves to intercept the ball. Jalen Ramsey was doing fire at the beginning of the year, but he just kind of slowed down. And Sean Murphy-Bunting, he's more of a special teams guy. He had a blocked field goal 4 back-to-back games. Stephon Gilmore did have a blocked punt. I did forget about that. That's probably why he's up there so far. But yeah, Sean Murphy-Bunting is kind of a field goal blocker maniac. So that's probably why he's so low. But let's go take a look at Tyson Campbell's stats and why he deserved the best defensive back of the year award. For the NFC, that is. Tyson Campbell had 26 solo tackles and 18 assists, which of course racks up to 44. He had 1 tackle for loss, no sacks, but 13 interceptions. I don't know if that's a record or not. I don't think so, but that is a lot. And interception yards, 239. That is a lot. And his longest interception for a pick 6 was 95 yards. I don't know who that was against, but that is pretty insane. So he was super close. I did not know this. Dick Night Lane, or Night Train Lane, Dick, I don't know his name, but his name is Dick Lane. From when your grandpa and grandma were kids, he got 14 interceptions using sticky stuff on his hands. Right behind him is, I don't know who that is. I'm not sure who these guys are. I'm sorry, I'm not an NFL history buff. I'm probably gonna get flamed for not knowing who this guy is. But Tyson Campbell tied for second all-time season record with 13 interceptions. Now we know why he got the award. 1950, 1950, 1953, 1960, 1964. I don't know. 1948. I don't know any of these guys. Like, dang. No wonder. These records are standing for a long time. So that just shows you how impressive Tyson Campbell was this season. And the final NFC season award goes to Mr. Joey Sly, Mr. Automatic. I think he may have missed 1 field goal or not. I'm not sure. How about we just go to the stats and we figure it out there. Mr. Automatic himself. Field goal percentage, 100%. Dude was balling out. His longest field goal was 61 yards. He tried to get a 66. Wait. So, I tried to kick a 66-yard field goal, but it didn't go in. So, okay, yeah, right here. Oh, it was an... What? I'm confused. Either way, field goal percentage 100. He only kicked 4 field goals. But look at this. Extra points made. 102. 104 attempted. What are these numbers? These are crazy numbers. Every time we'd score a touchdown, dude would ball out and he'd come in. He only missed 2. I don't know when he missed those, but that is astounding. That is awesome. And he had 1 blocked. Yeah, whoops. I don't know when that happened because I usually sim it. So let's see. He made 2 from 50 yards or more. Now that's a baller right there. Before I get into the personal awards of mine, I just would like to say Chef Cooks-Goodman did set a record 69, a nice number, in total receive. Before I get into the personal awards, I'd like to say Chef Cooks-Goodman balled out with 69, another nice number. He had 69 passing touchdowns, which sets a record. Dude was balling out, terrific season, deserved every MVP award he got. Well, not award, but MVP first place votes. There we go, folks. We'll get it. Alright, so on the defense, it was really close for either Hit the Quan or Jamin Davis, but Hit the Quan is a 99 overall, and you know, we all see him get kick returns and punt returns and all that. I'm gonna go with my personal favorite, the best defensive player for the London Lumberjacks this year. My personal MVP is Jamin Davis. This dude came out of nowhere. I didn't even know who Jamin Davis was before I started this, but he had a half a sack, which you know is okay. He had 2 interceptions, huge interceptions. Dude was everywhere on the field. He was tackling everybody, and for me, I'm going to give him the defensive player MVP just because he is a no-name. I'm sure you Commander fans know who Jamin Davis is. I mean, you might not know. I don't know. But I sure didn't know. And he forced 2 fumbles. So he made the ball carrier, whoever it was, fumble twice. That's huge. And let's see what his overall is. He is an 80 overall. I believe at the beginning of the season he might have been a 72. But he has progressed all throughout the year. So my personal award for the defense goes to Jamin Davis. And for my offensive MVP, of course, you know it's got to be Mr. Darnell Washington. Dude had a 18-game streak with a touchdown. Has 21 receiving touchdowns. 484 receiving yards, which is not a lot. Evan Ingram did blow him out the water with that. But Evan Ingram only had 7 touchdowns. Darnell had 21. We made sure to get Darnell Washington, except for the last game, a touchdown every single game. And, you know, Darnell Washington is only a 78 overall. 78. I signed him in free agency, and the dude balled out for us. So I will be giving my offensive MVP to Mr. Darnell Washington himself. Dude is balling out, and look, he has a normal development rate. I believe Evan Ingram is a star or a superstar. Not a superstar, yeah, he's only a star. So that's why my personal award is going to go to Darnell Washington. And down below in the comments, if you think I chose the wrong person or you think someone else deserves the award, let me know down below who you think your MVP of the season. It could be anybody. It could even be the one and only Chef Cooks-Goodman. Just let me know and we'll go from there. Alright everybody, that was my award show. I didn't know how I was going to film this video, but I think it's going to turn out pretty well. Hopefully everybody enjoyed. If the awards are not like what you wanted, let me know down below. Let me know how you think it should have went. Let me know who you think should have won every award. The next video is the last video for the Lumberjacks. 17-0 London Lumberjacks versus the 12-5 Kansas City. The Super Bowl in Dallas, Texas. Super Bowl 59. Who is going to win? Will the Chiefs come in and shoot their arrowheads at everyone on the London Lumberjacks, or will the Lumberjacks come in and tomahawk chop them down with their axes? Can they stop the King Patrick Mahomes right now? It's been your boy Jish. It's been fun. It's been real, but it's not been real fun. Congrats to all of the award winners, and I will see you in the Super Bowl. I am Audi Yadis.